Hi, everybody. It's time to jump back into the brand new CRM. The client is here, Connor, and we are setting up a Keep Pro account from the very, very beginning. We've already done one recording, so check out my YouTube channel for the very first one if you want to watch it from the beginning. And before that, we did one where we just talked about theory and strategy about how we're going to do this whole thing. So there are two videos before this one. So Connor, welcome. And today we're going to connect, we're going to integrate platforms that are outside of Keep so that they all work together seamlessly. And that is going to be Zoom. So he can have Zoom appointments being scheduled with people, and his email and his calendar. And as soon as we get the calendar done, then we're going to set up appointment type, and we're going to send somebody an email, probably me. Okay, there we go. Welcome, Connor. Hope you're having a good day.
Hey, yeah. How are you?
Very good. Very good. Let's jump in. All right. So I'm going to bring your screen up, and this is what the Keep Pro software looks like. Now, your integrations, we're going to go into settings. So all the way at the bottom left in the black portion of the screen where the menu is, there's that circle with the C in it. There you go. And then right there you have settings. Good job. And now we're going to go to integrations. It's almost at the bottom of the screen. There you go. Just click. There you go. So now you can connect a Google Calendar and a Gmail, or you can connect an Outlook calendar and a Microsoft email, one or the other of those. And I know Connor works in Google, so let's connect. Let's go ahead and do the Zoom first. So we'll scroll on down. All of the things you see on the screen are things that you can integrate with your Keep Pro account. So it's got quite a lot of things. DocuSign is one of the real popular things that people like to use this for. Google Forms.
It's got a lot.
Where, yeah, it does. And so the Zoom is just right up here, and there you go. If you click connect right there, now it's saying, okay, you're going to add Keep and Zoom together and create that two-way connection. And there you go. You have to click allow. And I think that's it. And now you can click the big allow button at the bottom.
Wow, that was easy.
So now it's guiding you right into connecting your calendar. We'll go ahead and do that to connect the calendar.
And man, this is streamlined. It already knows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Sign in. Now you're going to allow that. And
dang.
See how hard that was? It is a complicated process, but it's all happening for you in the background, all that complicated stuff. All you had to log in and click a couple times, give it permission, and boom, shakalaka, here we are.
Doing the same thing with the email now.
Email, yeah. And right.
Wow.
So we did Zoom, calendar, email.
That quick.
What kind of time we had allowed for this call? But we're going to cover a whole lot more. All right. So we got Zoom, calendar, and email connected. And now, as
this says, Rita, sorry to pause you. This says pending. Do I need to do something in my actual email here?
No, I think it's reaching out right now.
Okay.
You may want to refresh it.
All right.
Yep.
It said they've been refreshed, so we must be good to go.
All right, fantastic. Now, let's use, okay, so we got Zoom, calendar, and email.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and make a calendar appointment type. And we're going to make a Zoom calendar appointment type, so then I can, you can send me an email and I can choose that, and we'll see how the whole thing works and have a complete loop there.
Okay.
So the calendar function is in the black menu. It's called My Day. My calendar, my day. There you go. Now it says booking appointments just got easier. You set your availability and let people book with you, and reduce no-shows and reduce the amount of back and forth. Are you available on Thursday? No, but I'm available on Saturday. Oh, I can do Saturday at 1 o'clock. No, I can only do 4 o'clock. All that.
It's like you've been with me all week.
Yeah. And you know what happened today? One of your appointments ran long. So if that happened and you were bumping up against another one, you could easily send a reschedule message, and just like that from your phone, and take care of that person and not have them waiting on the line for you when you're not there.
Right.
Yeah. So go ahead and click set up appointments. It's the second. There you go. You could take a tour, but you've got me.
You're taking us on the tour.
That's right. All right. So the name of this appointment type, and they will see this when they're making the appointment type. So you want to, I like to put the amount of minutes in the name for myself and for them, but I have appointment types like initial consultation, 30 minutes, or discovery call, 60 minutes, or those kind of things. 1 hour Zoom meeting. Very good. Now the location is going to be online. And now you want to tell it one of two things. Well, there is a third. The attendee could use their own meeting link, but typically I go with one of the first two. So on the first one, Zoom is going to give you a new meeting room for every appointment, which is nice for privacy. So no one else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because somebody could go, well, that makes that easy a decision then, because somebody could come in on your meeting on an accident.
Sure. So I do most of my Zooms are on my private room. So a lot of people have that because I share it with groups that I'm in. So if someone is buying time with me, or there's some reason why I want real for sure no one else coming in, then I use this option.
Awesome. Next.
So next. Okay, the duration, it's 1 hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The buffer time. So the buffer time is the amount of time before and after that meeting that you might need for some mental preparation, gather the right documents, or afterwards to finish up your notes or alert other people as to the outcome of the call. So there you go, 30 minutes. Now, what this is doing is it won't let anyone book an appointment 30 minutes before and 30 minutes after this one, whenever someone puts, and if, let's say, your 1 o'clock is open, it won't offer someone that 1 o'clock because the 30 minutes before it is not also open. See what I mean?
It won't offer the 1 o'clock because the 30 minutes before isn't open. You've got to have the buffer. Okay.
You got to have the buffer open. So when I first did this, I started seeing that, days and days and days were going by with no openings for people to book. And I thought, I have openings, but it was because of my buffer. So just so you know that.
Right.
Now, the advance notice is how many hours or days or weeks before the booking time can someone book. I set mine. Yep. I set mine for 1 day. You've got 24 hours ahead. And I just really like that, because when I wake up in the morning and I open my computer, or even the night before I go to bed, I look at my calendar, I know what's going to happen tomorrow. So I don't want someone booking an appointment on me during the day, and I find out, oh, now I have an appointment at 4 o'clock, which I didn't plan on, right?
24 hours. So if somebody got on at 8 o'clock today, they couldn't book the 7:30 tomorrow, right?
That's correct.
So maybe we need to do 12. I just need to know what I want my schedule to be locked down for those 8 hours, if that makes sense, from 8 to whatever the end time is.
Yeah. And yes, 12 hours. Very good. So if I'm looking in the morning and it's say 9 in the morning, it's not going to offer me any appointments for you that
Right.
day. It'll be the
Right.
next. Yeah.
Right. Sweet. That's how we'd rather have it.
So now, sorry, I got distracted. Now, this availability, it defaults to Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You don't have to use any of that. You have complete flexibility every day for how you want to offer it. You could say, yeah, I only want to do this on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. Or you might like the 9 to 5. You might say, well, I still want to offer some time on Saturday, say 10 to 2.
Right.
I mean, anything you want to do. Also, if you have a time frame like this, 9 to 5, you can say, I also want to do 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. for my people in Australia or whatever. You can add a time frame down there with the blue words, and then just add another time frame for the same day.
Well, then let's do, so Wednesday is my most compact day. So I would have, say, start time on Wednesday, I could probably do a 1:30 p.m. I'm sorry, hang on. p.m. to a 3 p.m.
Yeah. So that's just really going to let someone book one.
Right. That's about all I have time for on Wednesdays.
Perfect. And then some days you could say, this is my out of office day. I'm networking or whatever. I'm out of town every week on this day, and just take your availability completely off for a day.
And then for Tuesday, for example, we could do my first appointment that I'm on site somewhere is typically at 10 o'clock. So we could do an 11 a.m. to say 1 p.m. And then I have another appointment that runs about 2 o'clock. And that runs from 2 to 3. So it would be like 3:30 p.m. and let's end it at about 7 p.m.
There you go. Very good.
All right. And then next.
Now I want to tell you one more thing about your availability, because a lot of times when people are doing this, they'll say, but once a month I have book club or Bible study or something at 5 in the evening on a Tuesday. So you don't have, when you're setting this up, this is big picture over a whole year or 5 years span of time. This is overall what I would want to do. Then if you have something, of course, you're going to put it on your calendar. So if you put that Bible study or that book club on your calendar the second Tuesday of every month at 6 o'clock, it's just not going to let anyone book.
What's that time?
Even though, because your calendar will override this availability.
Right. Sweet. Yes. Yeah, this is basically the template, and then you're booking appointments on yourself, and the buffer is handling the rest.
Exactly. Perfect. I love that. And it does have that you are, times are displayed in New York Eastern Daylight Time, which is the correct time zone.
Yeah.
All right. So next. Now, you can slide that cursor over there on the right-hand side where it says pre-appointment instructions. You can put things in here. Now, on mine, I tell people, okay, this is going to be recorded to capture all the golden nuggets that we're going to find. And please have your software open on your laptop and ready to dive in during our discovery call or something like that. So you can tell people, please, if I'm coming to your house, put your dog's away in another
Yeah,
room.
right. Yeah. But the Zoom is pretty well just for B2B.
This is Zoom.
But the in-person is very crucial. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll
So,
save you from whistling at the gate trying not to get bit.
yeah. So this, you don't have to use this. There you go. And so you can just click next. Okay, so now we get to do automation. This is my favorite part. Now, this is an upgrade that they put in the past 18 months or so, because we used to make our appointment types and then we had to go build an automation to say, remind them 24 hours, remind them in 1 hour, send me a notification, like do all these things whenever someone books this. But now they put the automation right straight in. So you set it up one time and it happens every time someone books this kind of appointment.
Awesome. So you just want me to start clicking?
Yeah, you can. And I will, yes. So yeah, you have to click the plus to actually use that automation. And then on the right side, it opens up that particular one. And now automations always go on a when this happens, then do this. And you can say, when this happens, then do this and this and this and this and this. Like you can keep adding more things. And then I love that Keep has this at the bottom, the stop. If this appointment gets canceled, it stops everything. It's not going to keep reminding people to come to an appointment that is canceled.
So it says when the appointment is scheduled, then wait until 24 hours before the appointment. It says send text twice.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I've seen this on mine too. I think it has a hardwired 24-hour appointment text.
Oh, and then I added it again.
But don't get rid of it yet, because we can just change it to 1 hour if you want.
Okay, edit.
Oh, yeah. All right. So now.
Well, that's a quick prompt, isn't it? And on to our next.
Yes. So when you are using automated text or text that's in a broadcast or, in a campaign, you're using your marketing number. And you have a business phone number and you have a marketing number. And we do that because if someone doesn't want to receive text from you, automated text messages, they can opt out. And then you still can text them and talk to them on your main business phone number.
Right, because it's against the law not to do that. So it's great that the software already has it built into it.
Right. So if you only had one phone number and they opted out, you couldn't send many more text messages for any reason, right?
Right.
So that's why we have them the separate.
Sweet.
So go ahead and get my Keep marketing number. And this is going to be a 866 or some kind of toll-free number. And super simple. All you got to do is get it. And it'll be assigned. You can't pick.
I don't know that it's loading, and I don't know that it's recognizing my touch.
Okay.
You want me to back out and go back in?
I'd wait another little bit. How many times did you click it?
Twice. Well, double click, so technically 4 times. And it may be the internet here too.
True.
Enjoy the ambiance of North Knoxville outside.
Here's what we can do right now. We can close that with the X, and we cannot set up a text message right now.
Okay.
We can you see up in the right-hand side where it says build an automation, there's an X right there.
Yes.
Just hit that X. So now it's still in draft mode. You see in the middle of the screen, the top line is
and this.
There. So yeah, the line through the automation. But also when someone schedules a 1-hour Zoom meeting with you, you can start them into a pipeline. And so remember, a pipeline is somehow, you're going to measure your deals, right? Your leads as they move through a process. And so you could put them in a pipeline. We haven't set up a pipeline yet. And you can tag them. So go ahead and click the plus by the tag. This is the easy automation you're ever going to write, because all you got to do now is publish. And it's taking the name of the appointment type and creating a tag and assigning that tag to that person.
So it's done now?
Yep. Or you just hit publish in the upper right corner.
Oh, I see it now. I'm sorry. The ambulance came down. I missed that part.
You automated something just now.
Look, see, there's the difference.
Yep. Now on the middle of the page, scroll down, because you see at the blue, it says create a custom automation. There are more things that you can do. So here on the left, we saw a text message, a pipeline, and a tag. Oops. Hold on. Scroll down again on the middle. Oh, right. So on the right side, you have the when and then. So it says when the appointment is scheduled, the 1 hour Zoom meeting. Then you hit that little plus in the circle, and you can do a few things. Now, send an email is outgoing. So you would send an email to the person, and maybe you have some instructions or something you want them to review before the appointment, right?
Right.
Send a notification is internal. That's to you or someone else who uses your Keep app. So that's a notification to you.
So let me ask you this then, something that would benefit me. As you specifically know, I get tied up sometimes. We've been trying to get together for a week now because I don't have my Keep set up yet. So one thing that would be beneficial to me is if I could send a notification to myself, hey, don't forget in an hour you've got a Zoom with Rita.
Oh, perfect. So click send notification. Now, the recipient, you use that down, that first line, use the down. And there are only 2 people on your account, you and me. But let's say if you had other people, you could send it to your assistant or someone.
Oh, right. That's awesome. So like if somebody had a bunch of salespeople, the scheduler could send the notification to those salespeople.
Yes,
Awesome.
yes. And now contact owner, you have to be real careful with that. And a lot of places in Keep, it defaults to contact owner. The contact owner is the person who put the contact in the first time, the original person who put the contact in, right?
So for me, it's going to be fairly simple. They're one and the same. But for a larger, for a larger organization, that's just growth. That's also beneficial.
Yes. So I teach my clients, don't use contact owner.
Right. Just click the person.
I say, unless it's a situation like we said, where it's a salesperson and you definitely want to give it to the contact owner.
Right.
So go ahead. Right. So we got Connor. And by the way, you can put more than one person in there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see that. We'll just click you for so they can see.
There you go.
And then we fired you, so we don't want you to get it anymore. And then there you go.
So now you see the desktop notification, mobile, and email. I think you can send all 3 if you want. Yep. And
so this one's not going to be good for me because I'm hardly ever in front of my computer.
Perfect.
And I don't want duplication, so we'll do that.
Perfect. And the notification subject, you have it's not a ton of characters, but you want to say, you could say the person's first name, last name, 1 hour Zoom.
Oh, yeah, but you can
contact. So you click the insert, then you click contact first name. Yep. And it comes in with the coding, and just put a space after that. And then put their last name if you want. Yeah, I would say.
There's a lot of Bobs and Bills and
and then just type Zoom 1 hour meeting is coming up or upcoming. Something, whatever you want to say. This is just the subject line, meeting. Okay, that's my key phone
I'm
ringing.
on.
Can you still hear me?
Yes.
So when your phone rings and you can't answer it, it's very important that you don't do anything to stop it. Like, don't turn the volume down. Don't ignore the call, or you know, any of those things. Because if I did that on my phone, it would drop into my phone, my personal phone voicemail. It
Ah,
if you break the connection while the phone is ringing, then it reverts to your personal phone. I mean, the device that you're using. So because I let it ring all the way through, now it's going, and they're going to get my keep voicemail, and it's that call. When they leave a voicemail, it's going to be in my keep.
so in other words, the best thing to do if I'm going into an appointment is set my phone on silent and just let it ring.
Correct. Yeah. And then just let it ring. All right. So now your subject line has their first name, last name, Zoom meeting. Now in the body, you can say, okay, this person you've got a Zoom meeting with so and so in 1 hour, or however long you want it to be for your warning. There you go. There you go. Now, don't close it. Go to the top. There's a next button at the top. If you close that, you would just be abandoning your instructions. Now, it defaults to immediately, but now you can delay it. So click delayed, because you want to tell it when. And instead of doing a duration of time like 1 day or 10 minutes, you pick appointment time, and you pick 1 hour before.
Look at this. That's
Yeah.
awesome. You could know a month ahead.
Yep.
My brain can't think that far ahead, but that's neat for certain things.
It is. Yep.
Then send 1 hour before.
Yep. And you can send something 10 minutes after, or, like you can use where the before is, you can choose after.
Right.
Or at the time of. But the after I like also. If it wasn't canceled, you can assume that it happened, and then you can say, hey, I appreciate spending time with you.
Oh man, that's brilliant. And then you're taking out the follow-up email. So if I have a networking event, I can automate it to send out when I add a contact to send them a thank you or nice to meet you email.
It's different. It's in a different place. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we're just hitting next then, right?
Correct. That's correct. All right. So now it says, when this appointment is scheduled, we're going to wait until 1 hour before the appointment, and we're going to send you a notification on your phone that it's happening in 1 hour, and we're going to stop this whole thing if the appointment gets canceled.
Let me edit this real quick just because I didn't know it would put the dash in there. It automatically did. So take that out. Next.
Now that one's done.
Publish. Awesome.
So we have 2 published, and we're not going to mess with the text one right now because it's a multi-step process to get the phone ready. Okay. So now we're still in the original appointment that we were setting up. And this one's taking several minutes, but once you get the hang of it, it'll go really quick.
Right. Or you can hire you and you just tell.
That's exactly right. Oh, I was going to tell you, Connor, yeah, because you're in the Platinum package and I do anything in your software that you need. You can just say to me, okay, now I want this, these different 6 or 7 appointments. This is how I want them set up, and I'll just do the whole thing.
Fantastic.
Yep.
All right. So now we're just finishing, correct?
There you go. You're going to finish that. High five.
I like the enthusiasm.
Now you're going to copy the link for that, and you can send it to me and say, hey, book an appointment with me here. So now You copied it.
Yes.
So now you use the black X in the upper left that says create a booking link. And before you click it, it's important when you're inside Keep to use the black X or the black arrow that's in this position versus the black arrow on your internet tab.
Right.
So if you're navigating inside the software and you want to go back a page, then use that. Stay inside the software.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to send it to me so I can book an appointment. So now, do you remember how to look for my contact record? How do you search for somebody? Well, you could do that, and it's going to work because you only have, you don't have me in there.
I don't have anybody, I don't think.
Well, let's add me in there then. Now, you're on the page where you see your name, and it says people in the middle. Yeah,
Yes.
in the middle, in the upper right is a circle with the plus. Now, we saw a circle with the plus before on another screen.
Right.
And really anywhere in this software, when you see a circle with the plus inside, it's going to let you take a new action related to the page that you're on. So before, the circle with the plus was letting us create a new little automation, and now the same symbol is letting us create a new contact. So it's related to the page that you're on. So add a contact, you're just going to add one person. Import contacts is if you have a spreadsheet or CSV and you have a whole bunch of contacts, you can bring them all in at one time.
Awesome.
And not a Ziploc bag.
Right. Well, yeah, just not import, right? You can scan the business.
Right. You can. We're gonna do the scanning on the phone.
The software that keeps on giving.
Okay. So first name, yeah, input, and then yeah, and you know my there we go. Put my whole name in there. And it's info at Rita Thomas Enterprises. .com. Okay, so we're going to just save it right there. Oh, no, don't do that. Yeah. So just save it because all we need is my email right now. Okay, now view the contact record. And
oh boy, my software is starting to look like your software, Rita.
Now you can actually, you see the circles across the bottom, you could text me, send me an email tag. And the right side, it says more. If you click that.
I'm looking, hang on just a second. More. I'm looking for more, Rita, I'm sorry. Oh, I see, right here.
All right. Oh, let me tell you this too. Click somewhere in the white away from there. Yeah. You see that email just popped up there?
Right.
That's because on September 30th, I sent you an email from that email account, and now it's married up because you connected your email.
Oh, that's neat.
Already had that communication. I know it was amazing. A few months ago, I put someone in that I didn't realize I had already known. So I put her in.
Oh, and it pulled all their information.
Pulled emails in that I had with her a couple of years before that.
Wow. That's crazy. That's super beneficial because, I mean, you and I do have that in common. While we're in vastly different industries, we're seeing thousands of people a month. So it's very easy to forget somebody you met 365 days ago that you may have had an entire thread with and didn't even know it. And that makes you look like you're on top of it.
Yep.
You're like, oh yeah, we met at such and such because you have the Keep app.
Right. All right.
So we're going to more.
Yep. Click more. And you see it says meet with Rita, the very first one. And now you can pick which kind of appointment you want to offer me. So that's the one you created. Some are already created for you. Keep just presumes that most business owners would want a 60-minute and 15-minute maybe. And so they kind of built some in there for you. So you can either send me the invite so I can book, or you can click book now and it'll open up and show your availability. Let's say you're talking to me and you're like, hey, let's book a call. Let's book our next call. You can click book now on the 1 hour
We're talking, so
Zoom, and it'll show your availability on these days.
Oh, and look, so it's already set the block in there.
Yeah, the blocks are, yeah, see on the Thursday, the 11th, you're not available.
Yeah, and it didn't give me the rest of today either because we've got that 12-hour. So this is tomorrow's schedule.
Yep.
That's amazing.
And it's going in 15-minute increments. It's just defaulted that way. So you could say, well, how's 9:30, on Friday? And I'd say, great. And then you would just click on it and it would make the appointment for us, confirm. And that way it's all done. There's no back and forth. Yeah.
This system's really great for minor celebrations. It keeps on cheering you on, doesn't it?
Yes, I love it.
When everything else lets you down, the Keep software's got you.
Click see it on your calendar.
Okay. Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
And if I had 100 in, it would just all pull up here.
Right. The newest, or like the most upcoming one first. Yeah.
So I wonder why, is it just everything pops up in red that's pertinent?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, yeah. So from right there, you can reschedule or cancel. And that's by looking at my contact record. But if you look over on the left in the black and you click on my day, and this is for tomorrow. Yeah, my day. So we're looking at Thursday. Yep, click to tomorrow. There it is.
Awesome.
Now, what you're seeing here on the screen on the right-hand side, that is a mirror image of your Google Calendar, right? So you're not going to do anything, move it, like you can't click and drag and move it. You would move it or do something on your Google Calendar and it would be reflected here. So this is a mirror image. Okay, good. All right, so we did an appointment type, and we did connected your calendar and your email. We made one appointment type. We scheduled somebody for that appointment type, and we notified you. You should have, look at my contact record because I should have a tag now. So how do you find me again? Oh, that's another way. Yeah, it's so great. From any screen, you can get to the screen you want, generally more than one way.
Oh, and look, so
here's my tag.
That's everything that's happened with your account, period.
Mm-hmm.
Email sent 2 minutes ago. Now, this is probably for a different video, but does Keep have the capability of letting me know when you've opened that email?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm going to go open the email. Yep. I'm going to open it. I'm not going to show you, but I'm just going to go open it on my computer here. Oh, good question. And that sounds funny. Okay.
You want me to refresh this screen now?
I'm going to open. I got two. Not yet, because I'm opening two. One says our appointment is confirmed. Thanks for scheduling. And the other one says invitation, 1 hour Zoom meeting. And this will put it on my calendar. So this, when I say yes to this, it'll go on my calendar. I'm getting another phone call. Interesting. Okay, it's not ringing on the computer. All right, so I opened 2 emails from you. And now, if you refresh, Email. So click in the white box. There you go, right there.
This?
Emails. Yep. That's going to make all the emails pop on the right-hand side. And even though they're all over there, there could be hundreds of them, but just the subject line and a tiny bit of information is there. And
oh, look, right there it says.
As I opened it. And if
Yep.
I didn't open it on the same day, it would say what day I opened it in time. Now,
Tomorrow it'll say it'll change that from 4:39 to the 4th at
correct, 4:39. So click on the words appointment confirmation, and now you can see the actual email.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. So, let's make a note.
Oh, okay.
You see in the circles, there's a note. Yeah, you can type anything you want. You have a whole bunch of characters, and they're like sticky notes, only they are not all over the place. They're right in your, and whenever you talk to someone on the phone and you call through your Keep app, and it'll say, do you want to make a call note? And I do that almost every time. I left a voicemail because of this. Or we talked about this.
Oh, right. So you could do that just as a self reminder after that email. I just wanted to say that whatever pertaining to the email I just sent, right above it, it's notated. So then you're going back through our history, and there it is.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah. Now, and then the notes, they don't, you don't search for them or anything. You just open and you just look through them. So it's not like they're tags or anything. So.
But the notes all show up in this line, or is there a place that we can go to see all notes ever made between you and I?
Well, that's a very good point. So here in the middle, it's just a thumbnail of there could be 100 notes in there. It would just have the top one.
Right.
Once you click in the white box of the notes, go ahead and do that. Now they'll all appear on the right-hand side, telling you kind of a brief description of them, and then you could open it. Now that you click the plus to add a new note. Yeah, there you go.
Then there they both are.
Yeah. So if you want to see more of what's inside the note, then you click on it. And if they were longer,
right, it would be huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I love it. Love it. Okay. I was saying, okay, so we did a note. And yeah, we've done a lot of stuff. I think we're ready to get your phone number.
And we want to do we want to do that?
We're going to leave and take a little break and come right back and use the mobile phone.
Awesome.
All right. Good, good, good. Perfect. So we're going to end this broadcast right here. And yep, we'll be back. And
see you in a few minutes.
We'll set up the mobile phone and show you how that whole thing works.
Awesome.
There we go. All right. Bye-bye.